So today we're going to talk about the foolproof plan to get the best mentors in the world for free. And I want to start with the first plank of this, which is that you have to reframe the way that you think about what a mentor is. A lot of times when people are talking about wanting a mentor, what they think of is someone that's going to talk to them every day about the deal, answer every question that they have, assure them that it's a good deal. And basically, they're looking for someone to come alongside them and make them feel great about the whole process. And basically, they want that person to carry the emotional and psychological weight of whether the whole thing works out. They want to know that it's going to work out because they had a mentor, and the mentor is the person there that helped them through all that. But the problem with this is a couple of things. The first thing is that no one actually wants to go to these open-ended lunches to have their brain picked. And we don't need anyone to buy us coffee. The person you want to mentor you can buy their own coffee. They can buy their own lunch. And additionally, we aren't really trying to take on the responsibility of your deal succeeding. Or there are people who are willing to help you, but that's not really a practical thing to expect from people that have had success and that sort of thing in your field. Additionally, at the beginning of your journey, you're not even very well positioned to know who is this individual that I should sort of trust to be my fairy real estate godparent to see me through this whole journey. So the way that you actually want to think about mentors is finding individuals, multiple individuals that have actually gone down the road that you're trying to go down, and finding those people so that you can ask them questions about what you're actually going through, and they can share with you from their real experience going through that journey what they learned. So when you run into a problem, you're able to ask a question, find the solution from a couple different people. You can look at different solutions and then figure out what you're going to implement best for you. This is the real process of mentorship, where you're able to learn from these individuals and follow along their journey and speed up your own learning curve and get to a better place. So this is the way that you want to think about mentors, as people that you're asking specific questions to, instead of people that come in and basically do the whole deal for you. So the step two, once we've reframed the way we think about what mentors are, is you have to create proximity to those individuals. So you need to find those people. You need to be around them so that you can ask them the questions. So in the context of real estate, the way that you do that is you're going to go to the places where the investors are. This could be local meetups, regional meetups, your local RIA, rent court as a field trip. I've actually done that, and I'll do a video about that in the future. You can go to courthouse steps auctions. You can even find local podcasts and find out from those individuals if they know about meetups that are in the area. Or if there's no meetups, you could make a meetup. Basically, you need to find out where these people are that you want to ask questions to, and find a way to be around them. And when you're there, then you want to ask them real questions about stuff that you're actually doing. Not what would you do if you were me, hypotheticals, not if you could go back in time and change one thing, none of this. You want to ask specific questions. I made an offer on this particular property and I lost out. It looks like the other people won with a $20,000 more offer. Do you think that my offer was low? Or what would you have offered on this property? Or I'm getting leads from this source. Are there other places you found that are better to get leads for? I'm underwriting this deal. I think the rent should be this. What do you think the rent is in that area? People who are successful in real estate love talking about real estate. And if they know about whatever it is you're trying to do, they're happy to answer your questions and try to share with you from what they've learned. So if you can find a way to be around these people, you can ask them these questions and you're going to get productive, useful answers. Maybe not from every single one of them, but from the majority of them, because this is the type of conversation that these people enjoy, not these sort of open-ended brain picking situations, not vague discussions about real estate in general. Some people say that you want to try to bring them value. If you have some way to bring value to these people, great. But in general, I think you're unlikely to be able to bring them value at this stage. So if you can't bring them value, you should still be around them and just make sure that you're asking specific questions. And understand that it's up to you to pick out the value from what they're saying. It's not up to them. So if something is slightly contradictory or something like that, you can ask clarifying questions, but don't try to make it a gotcha where you're trying to find what's wrong with what they're saying. Find a way that you can utilize it. And if you can't, then just leave the advice there where it is. So step three is extremely important and often missed. Once you've changed the way you think about mentorship, put yourself around these people and ask them specific questions, you want to follow back up to let them know how you implemented what they told you, and how it worked out in your situation. This creates a feedback loop where these individuals start to feel the information they're giving you is actually being implemented, which makes them feel good. And then they feel good that they're helping someone, so they want to help them more. And it's a feedback loop that works great for both people and actually will lead to a situation where some of those individuals become the type of mentors that you were originally thinking you wanted to have. They become people that you're able to talk to regularly with all types of questions, who share sometimes in the emotional burden of some of these deals that you're working on. Some of them, interestingly, will become peers down the road or even mentees in the future if you end up doing something where they want to come to you for help down the road. So it's an interesting progression over time, and you want to create this cycle so that people feel rewarded for having helped you, and to genuinely show them that you're grateful for whatever it is that they were able to help you with. So the point is, mentorship is important, but it's not going to be someone that comes along and makes sure that everything goes perfectly smoothly. If you're waiting for that, you may be waiting a long time. I know that some folks do paid programs and different things like that, paid coaching. Some of that may be generally very effective, but this is what's been effective for me. I've seen it work when I was doing software sales, and I was able to get up to top 7% in the country in my company. I was able to do it in competitive debate. I was able to win some national awards. I was also able to apply it in real estate, where I was able to learn a bunch about how to build my portfolio. I hope this is helpful for you all. Hope it changes the way that you think about finding mentors, and I hope it enables you to get started rather than waiting to find that person to sort of come alongside you and do the journey for you.